There we go, I think. Hello everyone, give me a second to get fully set up. As you know, I'm never ready for the start of a stream. But also, I was having a lot of technical issues, so I'm sorry this is, let's see, 4 minutes late now. So I apologize. I have been sitting here and OBS has crashed on me like several, 7 different times. But yes, today, on Father's Day, we're going to be playing more Phoenix Wright, not Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations. I'm sorry. I named today's stream Father's Day Justice, and so my brain was like, oh, Justice for All. But it's not. It's Trials and Tribulations. And I'm on the final episode, and I was talking with my sister, like, oh yeah, I hope to finish this today. And my sister was like, you know, it's a large case. Like, you probably aren't gonna finish it today. So I'm not exactly expecting to finish it today. It'd be nice if I could. Maybe if I ace it. So yeah, no, not finishing it today. But I'm still gonna have a good time with it. It's still gonna be fun. Might be a little bit on the short side, just because it's Father's Day, and you know, I'm gonna spend time with my dad. So, yeah. Hello, son, good to see you. And Kelsey as well, hello. I apologize if OBS crashes. OBS has been crashing so often for me the past few days. I've looked into it and I need to do some more fixes to see maybe I can fix things better. Also, we're not doing face cam today because I'm just not feeling face cam, you know? OBS is bully. I know. It's made me so sad. Crash Bandicoot, yeah. Yeah. I was trying to think of a joke where it's like OBS stands for like open bash, you know, but I couldn't think of like a Crash Bandicoot joke out of it. So, yeah, let me just finish setting up the last few things and then we can get going. Open Bandicoot Crash software. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to think on it. OBS only breaks sometimes. Yeah, that's, you know what? It's not exactly the joke I was going for, but that is really apt and very funny. So yes, let's go to the live scene now. Ashy, hey, good to see you. How are you doing? Also, let me know if... Oh. Let me know if the volume's too much. Kelsey, I notice you. You have been noticed. Good. Spent most of my day boat and sonar training. Whoa. Alright, what are you, like, what's that for? Game volume is too low? Really? Okay, let me turn it up a little bit then. Okay, let me know how this is. Inshore life, but oh, okay, interesting. My dad worked in sonar for a long time still. Well, I mean, nothing was happening. Is it too loud now? I feel like it's too loud. Well, is it too loud now? Because I adjusted the volume to be pretty high. It looks like it's overtaking. Let me just, oh, well, actually, no. Let me know if it's, okay. Fine. Yeah, if anyone else is bothered by it, let me know, but, yeah. Oh, I forgot my water. Hold on. I need my water. Because Look who's the very first person we see. Okay.
Oh my, Mr. Larice feels that way about me.
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Worry not. In any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Larice is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Donham, what, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed, it could ruin everything. Take it from me.
Don't worry, I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
You might not speak a lot, gonna... Ooh, Need for Speed Rivals, fun. Okay, have fun, Kelsey. No worries. Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I'm a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people and believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I've been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands. You're the defense attorney I need right now.
Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple, eh? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Where's the prosecution? The defense indeed does appear to be ready, eh? However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case, eh? Indeed. I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time, eh? An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case, eh? It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin, eh? It's on the wrong side, I know, right? I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time, eh? The court finds the defendant... No. It's Franziska! The prosecution stands ready! I don't know what voice to give her. And you are? Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say, eh? Perchance, you wouldn't be of relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma, eh? Legends are a thing of the past. You know, maybe I shouldn't give von Karma this one. Well, thank you. Best reward ever. I am von Karma. That is all. Upon a special request. I feel like this is too close to my French accent. I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case. You did, eh? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth, eh? Yes, Your Honor. I know, it's hard. It's hard not to do French. I'm almost certain I've seen you somewhere before, eh? Or am I just imagining things, eh? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once, eh? I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. Ms. Von Karma, eh? Do you have anything to say, eh? I got a police Aston Martin DB7 for just joining the game. Fun. I wish I could get a car for just playing a game. There is no such weakling as this man among the prosecutor's office. There isn't, eh? But I'm sure once before in this courtroom, eh? I told you, there is no such weakling. What is that? A whip, eh? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom, eh? I only approve of hockey sticks, eh? Bailiff, remove that whip, eh? I have no objection to the whip. Well, who cares? It's the judge who said... You don't, eh? The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there's still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. This promises to be interesting, Miss Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth, I expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. I'm sorry, okay? If I slip into my French accent, I'm really not trying to. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip between my fingers. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. Let me add the things I'm not sure about, eh? People acting bizarrely in my court, eh? Ugh. The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor. Okay, I can't do a German accent. Surely there's got to be something better. Surely I can think of something. Maybe I could give her like a feminine Edgeworth type voice. Very well, Ms. Von Karma. Please give an outline of the case, eh? With as little whipping as possible, eh? The murder victim is famed picture book author Ms. Elise Dunham. Do you think that would be better, or do you want me to just continue on trying to do German and probably slipping into French? Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She has been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. Because she's like, you know, she's essentially like Edgeworth's sister, if you think about it. Just the sword in this picture, eh? Is the weapon in question correct, eh? Very well. Court accepts this photo of the crime scene, eh? I can't do voices. There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to the crime. Very well, eh? Please bring this witness to the stand, eh? And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. There you go, getting better. I guess so. I'm just bad with voices. As you can tell, I'm not a professional voice actor. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Hold on there, eh? I'm not sure, but... Sure about being not sure if I wait, hold on. Am I reading? Hold on there. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all, eh? We love your voices. But I'm bad at voices. Witness, please stand up nice and straight, please. Eh? If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain plagued witness. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please, eh? Once again, your name and occupation, please. I can't. I'm so sorry. I apologize to every single person who either is German, or speaks German, or has looked at a German once. I'm so sorry. Little old me? Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now, eh? The courtroom. The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Also corn. Anyone else? Guido? Well, yeah, Guido and Raven and Groovy and everyone in the universe. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. You want me to leave, eh? No need to get your bikinis in twist. Let me tell you, I have to be holding the summer, eh? I mean, your German viewers, I guess.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
Raven. Raven is German. That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let's hear what you have to say then, eh? First, tell us about your own your own movements that night, eh? That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. It stabbed a man once. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There was no bath at the inner temple, you see, so I needed a long, hot soak. After I'd finished and just heading back, that's when I saw it. Back, no. So it was simply a coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple, eh? Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made.
There is only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, Miles Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, eh? Please begin your cross-examination, eh?
Cross-examination.
Hold it!
No buts. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts. What is this inner temple?
Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right? Coconut. We'll be asking you the questions, Madam E. In order to do that, a place strong in spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across Dusky Bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, dee-dee-dee, and there they are, standing in a row. Big one, small, wait. Small one, shit, I forget how it goes exactly. Small, some as big as your head, and that is all I know.
How exactly do you help with this process?
It's all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising. Like a tutor, watching to make sure a spoiled child studies. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. Okay, I didn't remember if it was big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. I thought, whatever.
A tutor with a whip in your case. If that is the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple where the murder took place?
Act up violently. It won't stab the man.
And who was this man? Why so violent?
That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and a fork during those cold months. Or the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training.
On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again?
True life, coconuts from Jesus. Yes, yeah, they do kill people. That's right, raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was gonna be to finally finish me off. It was gonna snap my neck.
You left Iris to help with what?
What do you think? The Acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter into the training exercise proper. Wasn't it your place to remain with the Disciple League? Well, the job was simply to watch over the Acolytes so that they don't pass away.
Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yes, yes. She's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions.
There's no bath at the inner temple. So you returned to Hazakura Temple in order to take a bath?
My back is to blame for everything. It's a do or be done in kind of world after all. And I was not about to be done in by my back.
How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking?
My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. I bet your next question is gonna be, where exactly did you wash? Ah, this is why you have to watch the young ones.
What are you talking about? I was...
Pathetic, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Lowest of low, eh?
Some sort of kick-me sign stuck to the defense's bench.
Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long, you understand, so... Satsu, hey, good to see you. Thank you for lurking, I appreciate you. Filthy.
Hold it!
Just like Bikini.
The crime took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case. That certainly seems to be true, eh?
There's indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what that is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are.
Okay, so... What evidence do I have? Let's see. You know what? Let's save. Okay, Misty Fae, Real Spirits, the ransom note. So, Okay. Yeah, the bell was lights out. So how could she have seen it, right? I'm gonna try that.
Objection!
Yeah. Oh.
What do you think of the witness's statement? What do you think of me quick loading? Time warp.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Iris had to ring the lights out, right? So...
Objection!
Okay, yeah.
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of the faith, after all. The head honcho of Hazakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. How come whenever I bend down I can't suck my own? The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No, she said that. A defendant or witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defense is simply lying to cover her back.
Objection!
Oh, objection!
Go fuck yourself. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
But that is all. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. She does indeed have honest eyes, eh? All people lie. That is my belief. Why am I the only one being whipped here, eh? I order you to whip the defendant. Anyway, neither the witnesses nor the defendant have any reason to lie, eh? Which means we must call your memory into question, eh? Dare. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you? Ah, well, that isn't exactly what my memory's perfect. Crystal clear, especially in the winter. Then, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you're going to question the memory of this witness, you'll need to show a more decisive piece of evidence, eh?
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that that alone would do the trick.
And please add your comments about Iris to the testimony, eh? Let us return to the cross-examination, eh?
Hold it!
Are you sure that you're not making a mistake? You still have time.
You, young man, need to get your estimation of me up from the floor. Iris always wears the same clothes. The smallest thing out of the place would have stood out like a sore thumb to me. You're making a mistake, thinking I made a mistake. Nicely finished there, witness, eh?
Still, I have to wonder.
I get the feeling I need to prove that she wasn't dressed the same. I don't know. I don't know what would disprove that. The only thing that I can think of is well, it's Iris's hood that she gave to. Yeah, so okay, again, saving.
And eat this. You're a fucking liar, witness. Let's get one thing straight. The witness whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct?
Of course. That's a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Hold it. Why do you have that? Why do you have that?
That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Ms. Von Karma? I'll have you know that the hood was given to someone as a gift that night. Before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then she saw Iris.
Wait.
Then the Iris she saw should have been missing this very hood. Words.
Well, wait.
It's not a bad feeling at all exposing contradictions like that. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. I'll have to kiss him for this.
Order the court, eh? Sister. This hood. You have spell ones around the temple, don't you? Spires, well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see, eh? The stockpiling. Surplus of hoods, eh? Each nun is only given one hood, eh? Wait, no, she's not Canadian. One hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned. Then this is quite strange, eh? If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of these. One of those. There is no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Ms. Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
Okay, do they ever wash the hoods? I feel like it would get really gross. Well, yeah, I mean... Of course. Witness, eh? Well, I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt. You must give exactly every detail with precision, eh? I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw. After finishing your bath on the way back to the inner temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. But my seed will go right on Phoenix's face. I just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit, and I'm good at stimulating. Contradictory stimulation.
Sorry. I shouldn't have gone along with these jokes. I finished my bath around 11 and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And I was walking back, and as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look in. Iris was all mystically, and with that sword of all things. Should have said that nonsense. True. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room which faces out onto the courtyard. The sound I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you, eh? If I was in your place, it would have been much more like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court, eh? And me seeing it all from this very chair, eh? Well, something like that, eh?
This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
I would look the fool. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine. Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name, can't you do something about that habit of yours? You can introduce a new habit, like smoking.
Hold it!
How far is it from your room to the inner temple?
Let me think a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. It's about 15 minutes to the Dusty Bridge from Hazakura Temple. The inner temple is just beyond the bridge. Still, you never made it back there that night, did you? That's right. Hey, 1-3, good to see you. You're very precious. Hi. I was walking along the hallway toward the main hall.
Hold it!
How are you doing today?
You said you heard a noise.
Thump, just like that. That could only be the sounds of the victim falling. It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thump, just like that. But then you couldn't this noise have been snow falling to the ground, eh? I never thought of that. Next one's left will get a whipping. Wait, whatever the source of the sound, I looked over at the courtyard and Iris was all messing with our.
Hold it!
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, I reached 500 followers between this stream and last. So thank you all so much. I really, really appreciate it. I'm gonna try and do a 500 follower celebration stream soon.
This is the second time that witness has testified to seeing the defendant, but some doubt remains in these claims.
Hey, just what does that mean? Oh, Shadow, yay. I know, I'm so happy. It means the absolute world to me, so thank you, everyone. Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to.
The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was that you saw, as clearly as you can.
Groovy! Good to see you, Groovy. Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that's been bugging me all this time.
Please don't keep us in suspense.
Her hood. Her hood? That's right, it's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? Hi, Groovy, how are you doing today? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right? You dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth. What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth, eh? Is this testimony important, eh?
That's very important, Your Honor. This may initially appear to put me at a disadvantage.
Slept really late because Cuphead really killed me at the end, but it was good. Yeah, Cuphead is really good. How far did you get?
But I can't see any other leads at the moment. Your Honor, I would like these new statements.
Hey, Palm, good to see you. How are you doing?
I would like these new statements to be added to the testimony.
Miles Edgeworth. If you want to hang yourself, you need only ask. I'll gladly lend you my Veep. Beat it officially 200%ed. Wow. That is impressive as hell, Groovy. Palm is fantastic indeed. Good. Eating a pineapple popsicle. Pineapple is the fruit that digests you back. Witness, add that statement to your testimony, eh? No problem.
Hold it!
Are you sure about that?
Yes. After all, we always wear the same clothes. I don't mean because we're poor, you understand? It's our style. Yes, that's it.
There's absolutely no need to explain yourself.
And yes, it is Shadow. Yes. But yeah. Speaking of fantastic, I love the House of the Dead read, but probably not for $20. So yeah, I need to get it. I really want to get it. It looks fun. Different from normal, so that really stuck out. Like me holding a Whippet puppy instead of my Vip. What?
At least then it might bite you and not someone else.
House of the Dead, yes. Iris didn't ever hood on, I'm sure of it. Very well, eh? Now, please tell us about the victimy.
Hold it!
Whippet is a breed of dog. Oh! Okay, I see. I misunderstood.
The room of the victim staying... The room the victim was staying in overlooked the courtyard, correct?
What? Hi, Kelsey, what's going on? Which means the victim's room was on the second floor, eh? No, Hazakura Temple is a single-story building. But the mountain itself slopes downward, which elevates the main gate of the temple and the guest rooms in the back to about the height of a 2-story building. I see, eh? The victim was staying in one of those rooms, correct, eh? Yes, I should know. I'm the one who carried her things to her room, after all. The stabbing must have occurred.
What makes you so sure of all of this?
Just as I told you earlier, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I heard a noise from... Okay. Thump, just like that. You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height. Normal speed limit and get busted because of... Oh, I'm so sorry, Kelsey. It appears the witness was not mistaken then, eh? Yep, yeah. I'm more than a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hazakura Temple.
There's only 2 of them working there.
What's wrong, Miles Edgeveld? No snappy comeback remark?
Doesn't feel like she's lying. This is very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen in an instant. There are only 2 things I can believe, my client and my own abilities.
Okay. Okay. This is tough. Which faces stabbing must have occurred after she was pushed out. Well, how would you know? Well, I guess the thump? It fell 10 feet after death.
Objection!
Yeah, no. It's a game. Kelsey is playing Need for Speed Rivals.
Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say, at least, anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you're overlooking one thing.
Also got the XCOM shooter game I wanted to try. It was like the Bureau, right? Yeah. I admit, like, it looked unnecessary and generic, but, like, I wanted to try it. Thank you, son.
However, I think you're overlooking one thing. Ms. Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? I've updated it for you.
The autopsy report?
The victim did not fall from a height of 10 feet. Or, the victim did, however, his fall was after she was killed.
Ah! That's right! It says after death right here, eh?
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Updated autopsy report. Ah. Order, eh? The victim was killed and then fell, eh? If that's the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room, eh? Don't you agree, eh? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of her window down the courtyard below.
Objection!
It didn't come fucking up, Tommy. Salary cutting noises.
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Donham's room? He was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, eh? Was there any blood, eh? No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Your whip just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard, eh? However, if there was no blood in the... what? Sure, there's no need for me to go over this. Surely your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood. It produces the most blood, eh? That woke me up good. Good. I'm glad. The blood is actually lost on the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from the body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed. The weapon is still in place. It acts like a lid on the wound.
It's true, eh? With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding, eh? Perfectly reasonable line of thinking, eh? You've come to a conclusion, then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions. No, it doesn't. I've watched it 3 times. Oh, yeah, I know. It's such it's one of those videos you could watch like 10 times. Order, eh? I must admit that this is a probable version of events, eh?
I'd expect no less from Francesca Von Karma.
Can it maybe be real? Wait, what? I'm not sure what you mean, Kelsey.
She locates and takes control of every vital point.
It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness, eh? Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please, eh? Witness, please. Remain standing on the crate, eh? Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has just bent me out of shape. Especially my back and my mood. And my you know what? I was gonna say my neck, my back. Never mind. Sister, please give us your testimony. No, never mind. Oh, okay, Kelsey. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
With the whip?
Oh boy. Alright, alright. I can't show Pallet the video until he plays the first game. Ah! Get him on that. When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen someone's blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? When I woke, Mystic Army was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. Edgeworth had my thought exactly about that massage. Oh yeah, of course. He may have, he bought any or fire. Wow. Well, yeah. Good on him. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory, eh? Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Francisco Von Karma, and I'm here to teach you just that.
Across the sky.
At the time, was the victim bleeding?
Well, I was very shocked to be seeing all of this, of course. So I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think I saw any blood, not then. I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug in the wound.
In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed?
Thinking about it. I didn't know they'd be pitted against each other. This is cool, but no spoilers, so I'm kind of not listening. That's understandable, Groovy. I understand, but also, yes. Yeah, it is very cool. But also, what the fuck, man? You gotta listen to me. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Think very carefully. This is very important.
It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. Which is half a bucket of beans. No, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body.
Might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports her theory.
The victim was stabbed in the room and then dropped onto the quarter. I think this proves this well, Miles Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Objection, yes you have!
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris, too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
Well, what? The clothes were blood-flecked as well.
That seems quite conclusive to me, eh?
What should I do? Press this point further? I always press further. Especially when I'm in Phoenix. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw some little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say you saw the victim bleeding?
Well, I say I saw... Wait, I say that what I saw is what I saw. What did you see, eh? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her plain as day.
Pulling the sword out? Is that a euphemism?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
No, that's definitely a euphemism.
Witness, you'll add this to your testimony, eh? Oh, was it important?
More important than you can imagine.
I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out.
Hold it!
Smoothly, you say? You're saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out? Like Michael Jackson performing a moonwalk?
That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mystic Ami. Mystic Ami has been witness to quite a few murders. Mystic Elise was on the ground and Iris was stooped over her. The sword was buried up to the hilt. When Iris stood up, the sword in her hand just slid out of Mystic Elise's body. Slid out from that gaping wound. Aha. Goes without saying, if the sword was removed, then there would be bleeding, eh? Sakami has seen some shit. She really has. Nothing out of place here.
Is that really the case? I can't help but feel that something is very out of place. That something which couldn't possibly have happened appears to have happened.
Okay, I'm saving, but I think I know what it is. I'm pretty sure that we present the sword because it doesn't have blood up to the hilt. It just has, you know, a little bit of blood on it. Yeah.
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here.
Well, what do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're handsome, young man, so I'll forgive you. What contradictions are you talking about? The sword does not have blood up to the hilt. Exactly. Exactly, 1-3.
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt in the victim, even though the victim wasn't that fat. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
And I'm arrested. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Kelsey. I take swords to the hilt.
That's another euphemism, son!
Explain yourself!
I'm concerned with, do you think that it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Objection!
Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble? I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep. So should I so choose? You know, son, has all the euphemisms true. The objection stands, eh? I wept a little back there, I must admit, eh?
Objection!
That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
So that's...
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding.
It make me cry anytime. Yeah, right?
It's true that when a blade is left in the body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
Objection!
That's nothing more than conjecture. And rarely the victim was stabbed with the shishikso. Even a weapon of this nature may sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
Objection!
Both her and Edward. But Edward has a power bottom.
I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction.
You've still got more, eh?
This one is simple. If the sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Ah.
If the witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No! Maybe Edward is a switch. No, we've already determined he's a power bottom. Bravo, Miles Edfield. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that. What does all this mean, eh? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but...
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is...
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shishishikito. Shichishito.
What? He'd switch for me. Once you go sun, You'll never not have fun. You're saying son. Yeah, it's like Dan saying Aaron in the disappointed mom way. I'm very concerned. Foolishly foolish idea, both from the foolish mind of a foolishly foolish fool. Fool. Whatever.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think the sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mr. Gami was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is only the basis. If you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing.
Son is a hell of a drug. True. The crime scene photo supports the idea she was not the murder weapon. Yeah, really. Exactly, 1-3. Why don't they say it? But Groovy, it's Pride Month.
If you reflect on this, I said this already. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. This is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shichido was the murder weapon.
Is here for the game. Yeah, I mean, isn't everyone? Worry. So maybe the Shichido was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, my little. The sister her saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword like that. That's true, eh? Your response, Mr. Edgeworth, eh?
If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
Only the game. 1-3 isn't here for me. I thought he cared about me. It hurts. The obvious question, eh?
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's... You're too precious for caring. That doesn't make sense. That can only mean that I'm not precious. Answer the question, Ms. Von Carme. No evidence of was found. No, you're precious. No, you. Another mystery to throw on the pile, eh? Trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast, eh? Excuse me, can I say something? I just remembered something, actually. How convenient. What is it, sister? I was just thinking it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was it was just over there. What exactly are you going on about here, eh? Son, didn't leave pride about your sexual hell yeah. Openly the horny the entire. The murder weapon, I mean, maybe. Maybe I think I know where the sword was disposed of.
You're what?
Well then, I think we need to hear your testimony from you one more time, sister. Been lighthearted the entire
What else could this old woman have seen?
Kelsey. Everyone hug Kelsey. That is a demand. I saw the murder around 11 p.m. and after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw the tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. Face from the defense staff is still scary. It is strange. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 you want to know. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and then came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She could drive a snowmobile after all. I just feel so meh. I refuse your demands, Shadow. Well, you're too precious for demands, 1-3. Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time, eh? Well, I'm not in the best of shape. Well, with my back and my age, you know. Quiet. There were indeed snowmobile tracks on the front of the main gate. Here is a photograph. Fun. Snowmobile, eh? I see, eh? Well, it certainly is an interesting theory, eh? The tracks begin in front of Hazakor Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon. Murder weapon. The tracks are only following the snowmobile, yeah.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please, eh? Super Von Shadow 271. Yes. Hello, Pixel. You are very precious. I saw the murderer at 11 p.m. Oh, I mean, after I say that show. Oh, really? Oh, I'll have to go back and watch. Oh, I appreciate you too, Kelsey. You're precious to know you. Oh, Kelsey redeemed a randomly generated compliment. Let's see. Let's see here. Other people's grandmas want to bake cookies for you. No, being mean to yourself. I'm not being mean to myself, I'm just saying no you. Because you're the precious one.
Are you sure about the time?
Yes, I was worried about it after all. Why is that, eh? Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. The acolyte was being doused in freezing water at the time. I couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11, I decided to leave Hazakura Temple.
Our estimation of the time seems reliable, at least.
Please continue, sister. Oh, whoops. No.
Hold it!
Hi, Pixel. Yes, Pixel. The precious Pixel.
You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct?
I'm just saying no you, though. Right, the one who trampled on me. The one who trampled me.
It seems she is the type to hold a grudge.
There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge. Phoenix Wright? He didn't even have his cell phone on him.
He had forgotten it at home, apparently.
You're denying your preciousness? I'm just saying no you. Because you're precious. And so is, so is 1-3. 1-3. Popcorn kettle. Yeah, you both are precious. That's right. Exactly. Though I should be careful. I don't want any bullying. What a naive boy, as always. Only do I always carry my phone, but I have my whip in hand, too. Anyway, I was really scared. It's taking him a while to get back. I thought I'd go out by the main gate first, man. Bully, no bully. That is exactly what I don't want. Or do you mean bully Pixel? Because yes, we can bully Pixel.
As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
That's it. That's the only one we have. I'm not saying I'm not precious, I'm saying Shadow is also precious.
Now you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course. It was parked in the front of the gate. So she had already gone discarded the murder weapon and returned by that time.
And not sure if this is really relevant. Oh, I always press further.
What the hell was that? Don't worry about it. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna bully Pixel in 1-3.
The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time?
Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, eh? What do you mean? What do you mean by this?
I'm flying to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used.
Ah, I see. I never thought of that. That's right, eh? I overlooked that too, eh? Of course you did.
Answer the question, please, witness.
I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it. Snowy? Yeah, for some reason the only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
There wasn't any snow on it, curses.
Seems highly unlikely that the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh? How long does it take to get by snowmobile?
Hold it!
Good luck on the bully, Shadow. I will bully you and Pixel. Mark my words.
In that case, why didn't you use it on yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking.
Ah, there's a reason for that. I've got a moment for me to explain. He thinks that's why the question was asked in the first place, eh? It was about a month ago. I was driving on my beloved little mobile, happy as can be. I'd fetched some water and I was heading back when I suddenly I went and crashed into a tree. A tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch. Crunchy. I've been able to find the courage to write anything ever since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it. It's hard to touch me for bully. Well, I will. Rest assured.
Hold it!
You are not outside of my grasp.
Refresh my memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes. It's possible to get to this bridge and back in 10 minutes using this snowmobile.
I have to concede that is more than enough time.
Is that all you wish to concede, Miles Edgeworth?
Hold it!
Hold it!
Well, it would have been possible time-wise. One element remains out of place here.
Oh, what's the mystery element, B.A.?
The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to Eagle River and dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods?
Too many unanswered questions, eh? Your response, Miss Von Carmine? Turning to me for help. Help of the slightest thing. Why don't you ask yourself once in a while? You'll no doubt. What? Just over the top is all. Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. There's a point to me, Miles Edgeworth. Yeah, what is bully? It's bully, but not actually mean bully, like nice bully.
Is there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there's surely a problem with this.
Asking that it could be reported out to the main gate. I saw the tracks. Have been used. It's 15 minutes to less than 5. I'm gonna save, but I think I present the picture on this statement because it also shows footprints, so clearly it's not decisive that she used it. And the report should also line in sight. Well, no, if anything, it contradicts that.
Objection!
Okay. Or maybe you're right. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was... getting at. Kelsey! Minutes.
Objection!
Okay. So it's that was the right evidence, but wrong statement to push it on. You're kidding. Wait, what am I kidding about, Kelsey? But also, you're precious.
I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You'll finally accept as inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgefield.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be 2 sets of tracks in the snow.
Gift sub ran out midstream. Heck, I'm so sorry, Kelsey. Ah, you're right. You're all forgetting one thing, Miles Edgefield. First statement of the snowmobile photo. Yeah. You were spot on, 1-3. The night of the meadow, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it? I see, eh? While she was at the river, the snow stopped, eh? Leaving just the return tracks in the snow, eh? A hot take on Phoenix Wright. I think my hottest take, at least right now, is that, like, while it's really clever that they've managed to weave certain characters and things so, like, okay. When, like, returning characters show up because they're involved in another murder, like, it feels really kind of almost... I don't want to say lazy in a way, but it feels like they were trying to find some excuse to reuse characters. So, like, that, I think, really shines through in some ways. I mean, not in every case, but, like, Larry Butts has had more roles in these trials than I think is really necessary. You know, like, they could have had a different character be the role, but they just had it be Larry Butts because we already had, you know, his model or whatever. So, like, you know, it's clever that they reused the assets, but, like, you know, it does feel a little cheap in a way. And yeah, he's not that funny either, I agree. Like, his initial concept is funny, but then, like, after 3 games, it's like, okay, I get it, you know? You say now, Miles Edgefield.
Is there a flaw in our theory? Yes. The snowfall is covered by... There's a contradiction. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Kara, that's impossible.
Would you care to explain? Why there is a rude index finger currently being pointed in my general direction.
No need. The evidence will do all of the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge, eh? The weather report now. Exactly what I was thinking, 1-3. Or disposes the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by the snow, eh? Or so claims Oops on Karma, eh? Present your evidence contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by the snow, eh? Seven minutes, yeah.
Take that!
What's about that, the weather?
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. Every time I do, it makes me feta. And there's the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
The weather report, eh?
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling.
Weather can make you laugh. Yeah, it really can. Times have really changed since then.
It's impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up.
Ah. Order, eh? Very well then. It looks like Ms. Von Karma's claim has been snowed in, eh? It's too soon to be causing this trial due to snow. The forecasts are even funnier, true. Myself, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is the weather ever correct? No. You got it all wrong, eh? This isn't a forecast. This is actual data, eh? Yeah, forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. Things have changed since then. No, I really can't say they still have. I really can't say they still do. Yes. I know that song. May have been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m. It's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off?
It has stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place, eh? You need to provide conclusive evidence of this, eh? I'm so glad you got it. Yeah, of course.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Ha! You can't back us down now, can you? Such a professional as Miles Edgefield. The judge, it's a different judge, yeah. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth, eh? Here's your evidence that it already stopped snowing when the victim was killed, eh? That's a good question. This is a good question. Because the body doesn't have snow on it.
Take that!
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being whether or not it was snowing in the courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right, but proving that is
incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo would tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
And that is?
The victim herself is Elise Donim. Why is there no snow on top of her? I'll add it might help. The answer is simple. It stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why.
Yeah.
In other words, if the killer really did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be 2 sets of tracks.
The voice of the judge? I'm glad you do. Order, eh? What are you? Ah! Just what are you suggesting, my Elizabeth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but
This is simply all.
this is simply what all of the facts point to.
It was hard for me. I didn't quite understand the timing of everything. Yeah, I get what you mean.
That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, we understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was. Because those tracks were erased by the snow.
Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Edward Morrison to the judge. Everyone's the judge now, eh? Hi, I'm Edworthy. Hi, I'm Von Carmody. Can I say something? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does this do? There is only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder. Which can only mean that night Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said she never went there. I should probably press on this point more when I get the chance. And I know exactly how, because it's pretty fucking obvious.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. Okay. Sounds ready. Best timeline, everyone's the judge. But what's odd is when I left the Hazakura Temple, eh? No. But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple. I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. You must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
But that is impossible.
Order in the court, eh? What does this all mean, eh?
So then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been there, the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon.
The huge.
If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is, after it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple.
Eh?
I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've learned all we can from this witness, eh? Yes, I have nothing more to add. I told you everything that I know. But then, that leaves us with the same problem, eh? If only there was someone, a witness, who could testify to having seen the snowmobile, eh?
A witness, huh?
Was there no one out walking, perhaps, near Dusky Bridge on that night, eh? I'm not saying that, son. I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Unless they had something really important to do. That's a shame, eh?
Hold on. Something is coming to me. And it's not Phoenix this time. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night.
Some think she's funny. I'm well aware.
Your Honor, actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us.
Really, eh?
Oh man,
It had to be Phoenix, yeah. Really, eh? No, someone who might have seen this snowball. I'm going to kill you, son. You know someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are two things about him that do come to mind.
Which are, eh?
First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
And the second being? Are you gonna kill me? You didn't... Oh, okay, maybe you didn't hear it, in which case I'm going to deny that it happened. Nothing.
This individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is kind of an idiot. He's our kind of idiot.
Mr. Edwards, who's this idiot you're talking about, eh?
Take that!
Denial, I'm gonna watch this back. It's not denial because nothing happened. This guy must be the Jean-Luc de Leduc's Guide to Obnoxious Friend Painting, eh?
This is Larry Butts. A disciple of the victim, Ellie Stoneham.
So go ahead and get to killing 1-3. You are going to get bullied so hard. You're a student, eh? Interesting, eh? And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder, eh?
That's easy to explain.
1-3 craves violence.
But it may cost his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him, though I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly is its use? That he saw. I always crave violence.
I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. With this knife.
Ah! Summon this youth's witness immediately, eh? I have no choice, do I?
I believe he's in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well, eh?
Larry, you may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. Your liver, your pancreas, your organs, they're all mine.
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break, eh? Ms. Von Carville, please see to preparing the next witness, eh?
Understood, Your Honor.
Good, eh? Well then, eh? Court is now in recess, eh? To be continued. That was the first cross-examination. The first witness. Hooray. A serial killer. I guess so.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
Alright, I'll help you in any way I can, for the sake of Gotham.
First, about that night, you really didn't go to the Inner Temple, correct? Last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple.
God, I was not ready for the voice.
Very well. Second thing then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night.
Dragon, hey, good to see you. Happy Sunday. Yes, and happy Father's Day to everyone. I'm doing pretty well. I'm having a good time playing Phoenix Wright, and I just passed 500 followers yesterday, or like between last stream and this stream. So yay!
Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
Yes, Merry Father's Day.
There's only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. The Bat Snowmobile.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Unfollow to reset that goal. I will be very sad, 1-3, please.
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet.
Not until our safety is confirmed.
I love the Bat Snowmobile. Good to see you too, and congrats. Thank you. And you must have fun. I am going to. For sure. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna work it.
The safety of this acolyte, or the safety of the acolyte.
The acolyte, huh?
I'm just gonna stand out like a sore thumb in the snow. I mean, he has to brood no matter the temperature.
She must be talking about Maya.
What? I thought Pearl was the one who was missing.
Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise, don't him?
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life. Except for all the other lives I took.
Brilliant idea for have yours truly give a concert alongside Shadow. I don't know how that would work.
As I thought, no Cyclox. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough.
It's called Discord VC. I mean, maybe. I mean, like, what music would we do? Court will now reconvene, eh? Miss Von Karma, where's the witness, eh?
During the
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
suspicious behavior.
He was sketching something very intensely. Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained, eh? It was a terrifying woman, out with a demonic face and a vicious leap. I can only presume that his intention was to capture you. Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for announcement before the court. Could do somebody that I used to know, but I don't want to get DMCA'd though. That's the only thing. I would happily do like singing streams if it meant I wouldn't get DMCA'd. Laurie Stoneham, I hope you're ready. Get in here.
It would seem that Whip is going to see plenty more use today.
Kill his voice, but for an event, yes. It's true. It's true. Honestly, they're using it just perfectly. I mean, even if you don't sing it perfectly, it's still copyrightable. Sketches and contents of this quote. Hey! This is artistically ow! You try to run away from the bailiff who was going to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I should keep sketching karma. I agree. Can't do a carry without getting DMCA'd. I mean, if I could find royalty-free music, yes, I could, but I never got any claims for it. Maybe, but I'm too paranoid about it to take the risk. I'm down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color viridian.
Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it?
I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Working in the fields, eh? Sad, but fair. Yeah, I know. I'm just too... I don't want to get in trouble. Or at least any more than I normally would get into.
I presume he wanted to say field work, I hope.
That's it. Thanks, buddy.
It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red. But you better let Shadow give us a fucking confer or I'll steal your kneecaps. You'd have to pay me. It's just... I'm just kidding. You wouldn't have to pay me to do a concert stream, but... I don't know, I would need some kind of assurance that I won't get taken down. Or to use the technical term, Crimson Lake. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Stop your pathetic blabbering and testify like a man. Refrain from whipping me, Ms. Von Karma, eh? Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking, eh? Hey, I get the joke. Hockey joke. Witness, it was all your fault. Testify now, eh? Whoa, this is too much for me. I was at that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars then. I walked to the bridge. Also, if you guys have suggestions for me for my celebration stream, do let me know. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone on the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy? Which will bend a knee to our will. Dragon also craves violence. Yeah, hashtag Shadow Takeover. Hashtag Super Shadow 271 Takeover. Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony, eh? I'm just nobody, nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? Well, I wasn't asked for my name and occupation or anything else. I'll grab my Chaos Emeralds and go Chaos Control on these fools. Chat craves violence, son. Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex, eh?
He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he's been to other people.
Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Touching me will make you eternally unhappy. That's why a woman won't touch me ever. Well then, let's proceed with the cross-examination, eh? With no touching, thank you, eh? You can delve into the other details at a later time, eh? I was at the lodge.
Hold it!
Whatever's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth, eh?
This one single statement is so full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse.
So, witness, Any idea as to where the contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may stay my VIP. Okay, give me a minute. Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. That rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? Even if the stars could be seen, it wasn't like I was there to look at them, right? See, you can do it if you try. Ouch. There's only one issue here. What you saw at Dusty Bridge.
Hold it!
A number of times, how many?
Maybe 5 times. I went once every 20 minutes.
Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night.
You bet. Real love is about waiting with your heart in your hands. Love, you say, eh?
It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack, using this blackmail letter.
Blackmail, eh? No, that was simply a product of overflowing love. Your huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. So, what did you see, eh? Oh, for your sake, you saw a snowmobile, eh? You too, puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness, eh? Well, you see.
Being called those names doesn't bother him at all.
Hold it!
Larry, you really didn't see it?
Hey, no need to hit your desk, I can hear you. You're a people person, I'm a geese goose. I didn't see it. I didn't see a snowmobile.
Larry, say snowmobile for me, please.
Snowmobile.
If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest? As if one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Shut up! What is this? I don't know. Don't ask me.
It seems I'll need to start from a more obvious contradiction. Going to strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans. All those delicious beans will be in my mouth.
Hold it!
You didn't meet anyone?
That's right, because I've got nothing to do with this. I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on, I expect those Crimson Lake faces now. Comment or rating about something in-game. It would appear that simply pressing him isn't gonna be enough, Mr. Edworthy.
Indeed.
Seems he's gonna claim. God, I don't even know what to say at this point. It's frustrating that there are so many contradictions all at once, because you might lead the player down a wrong direction and make it feel like it's not their fault, which is not what you want to do as a game designer. Like, your whole goal, at least to me, as a game designer, is, you know, you want to guide the player through a puzzle without solving it for them, or without making them feel like the solution isn't fair, you know? Like, if somebody fails a puzzle, it should be because they, you know, have their own problems, not because you failed to present it accurately, if that makes sense. So sometimes I feel like this has so many contradictions, it might lead people down the wrong path, and that might be frustrating. A hot take about me. Well, a hot take would be that you're not precious, so, but I don't actually believe that, so, you don't get your OC drawn enough. That's the hot take I'm going with. We need more pixel. How dare. Let's see a snowmobile. Weather report. I mean, I'm gonna save. See, this is what I mean about the comment thing for Groovy, where it's like, yeah, obviously he wasn't looking up at the stars that night, but like, is that what they're intending, or do they mean for me to contest, like, I didn't see a snowmobile when it's like I could present the photo, you know? So what to do for 5 minutes? Is there anything particular you'd love to do on stream that you've never got a chance to? I mean, the only things that I haven't really done on stream that I want to do are because, like, I don't have the equipment. So, I don't know. Use the sister's testimony at this point. I know, really. I'm just gonna produce the weather report and see if that works. Okay. See, this is what I mean about it being a little frustrating, where it's like there are multiple contradictions that it could be. I'm not sure what it's trying to communicate. I mean, like, one thing I would really love to do is do a stream where I do the entire history of video games from start to finish, because I am a huge nerd. But, like, to do that, I would need to set up stuff, and it would be kind of difficult for me to film. So, like, I'd want to get some stuff. It's a weird situation. And also, I would want to do something fun for the 500 follower celebration stream, so, like, doing the entire history of video games seems like, I don't know, boring. Play some of the worst games ever made. There's an issue with that, but I don't want to reveal it right now. So he said 10 at Heavenly Hall. Play E.T. or Superman 64. I do have E.T. But I had some, you know, Pixel, I'll explain it later. But there is a reason. Wait a second, 1-3, was that a hint? Oh gosh, I don't know. I might need a hint on this. Because I'm thinking, like... So... Shit, sorry, this is tough. Hearts, but we're saving that for another day, yeah. Who did he meet? Oh, well, I mean... Yeah, he met Iris. Or wait, what about Maya? Because, well, I don't know, I don't understand this. Met someone. Iris didn't show- oh, that's right, no, she didn't. But then who did he meet? He didn't meet anyone. He didn't say he met anyone. What did Edgeworth get here? What do you mean? What did Edgeworth get here? By snowmobile? Try the seeing someone with sister? Yeah, I mean, that's...
Objection!
Butts called Edgeworth, but we know Butts isn't smart enough to do that on his own? He told Butts to call Edgeworth? What, Phoenix Wright?
Objection!
Oh! Okay, that doesn't... I'm not sure I understand that.
Larry Butts. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic and you cause all sorts of trouble.
I'm sorry. But
having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, are you trying to console me? Certainly doesn't sound that way to me, eh?
However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create.
Wah! You're totally pinning this on me.
Now then, let's talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder took place...
Oh heck! Sans!
7 months of D's nuts.
Thank you for the Prime, Sans. I really appreciate it. It's hard to believe it's been 7 months. And thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. You are too kind.
Sister Bikini, after the murder, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts.
Oh, I guess he did, didn't he? That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness, eh? It doesn't matter if you change your name, eh? As long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents, eh? That reality will not change, eh? But what do you want me to do, then?
Larry, what you need to do to change your inner self is change your inner... What you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you.
Edgy. Hi. I think I've finally woken up. I'm woke as fuck now. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this'll go especially well. I'll ask again then, witness, eh? Welcome in, Sans. Yes, Sans is here, the Chad himself. What did you see on the night of the murder, eh? I went to the shack at around 9, so it could have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. Eh? You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you, eh? So, what happened to that bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint of chasing a girl. It totally burnt out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry, it's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold from a rushing stream after falling into it.
I never know what that man is. I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky. Now, Mr. Edgeworthy, please commence your cross-examination, eh? I went to the shack. The radio shack. What did you do out there in the cold? For an hour and a half. If you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess. Excited, eh? Dare I even ask, eh? This is a PG stream, you know, eh? I set the meeting time as 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait. I thought she might come early, too.
Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end. Unlike Phoenix.
Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they? Shut up! Don't go picking my fond memories apart. Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so, I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her. Butts days often have that problem, yeah. Yeah, butts, in general. How's that problem?
There's light, well, of course.
Lightning. Like, kerpow. Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom. Like a Sega Naomi. Or a little like that. Wow, that's more like a punch from Miranda. Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge, eh? Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so I looked out the window.
Seeing that, what did you do?
What do you think? It was burning up as well from the fire in my heart. And that's why you went to take a look at the bridge? Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers. But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know, I changed my mind. I'm not sure I care for this forget it attitude you have at first, Witness. Eh?
You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that?
Very cold. The lightning fell and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, I gotta go check this out. How far is this small shack from... Wait, how far is this small shack you were in from the bridge? Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk.
And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got up there? Or look when you got there?
Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids made during school camping trips can compare.
Well, should I press him more? Let's always press him. Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face?
Why didn't you call anyone?
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, when faced with towering inferno, one would try to tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, of course I thought of doing that. But then I was like, yeah, fuck it. So then, let's hear why you didn't, eh? Huh? Well, yeah, okay, a reason. My reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell him, I just didn't have time to, okay?
You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright?
Yeah. I thought, I'd better tell someone about this. But then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. Fire was pretty much out by then anyway.
What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of unease. And honeys.
It was after after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less.
He told me about the burning bridge yesterday, that there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like Larry isn't telling us the whole truth.
Well, it couldn't have been 10:30. Well, let me save. But the murder happened at, like, 11, so... Nick had to have been much later.
Objection! Objection!
No! That's the problem. Although, admittedly... I think it's this? Hold on, I want to try and press him on the other thing as well. Yeah, like, why did you go to the bridge?
So you suddenly thought to check out the bridge? Does this mean that you had initially no intention of doing so?
Well, yeah, I guess it does. It's really cold. I didn't want to go out there.
If that's the case, why did you change your mind? I would like to hear your reasoning.
In which case, please give testimony to that effect, witness, eh? Reasoning, okay. Reasoning, is it? Thought I'd never get a chance to see something so big burning.
Hold it!
Yeah, wrong press question. So you decided to go and see what was...
Or so you decided to go and see what was happening?
That's right, we were talking about a massive suspension bridge burning to high heaven. That's not something you see every day. A real speckle... like, really special.
Do we really trust a witness who is unable to pronounce spectacle? It's almost like testicle.
Life seems to love hitting this poor witness below the belt, eh? Well, my motto is, hit life back as hard as I can. Yeah. I'll give you a hit if you like, with my whip. Okay. So I'm not really sure that cleared much up. Oh, okay, yeah. It's on fire, there's a lunch check.
Objection!
No, okay, I think... No, I think I know what to do. I know always press harder.
Hold it!
No, it's why didn't you call anyone? Because here's what Here's what I'm pretty sure about. So he's gonna testify that, like, oh, I arrived and then Nick showed up a minute later, and he was just saying how Nick the fire was out when Nick tried to... Here, look.
Objection!
Yeah.
Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien.
But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time.
I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at this.
This is much more simple. You said you saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct?
Thank you, son. Yeah, I wasted about 5 minutes at first, but more or less.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m.
It all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
That is impossible.
What do you mean?
11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakara Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time.
Excuse me, I have an objection. You do, eh? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Maurice Donan. It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca Von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. That's a fallacy. For there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m.
And why not?
It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m.
Which means, what exactly, eh?
Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until the flames had died down. Or until after the flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. But Wright did not make it there at least until 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth now, then. What happened during these missing 15 minutes?
I feel like I just got brutally woken up by a toilet splashback. Or a bidet. I guess I was still... Oh, well, I didn't get to read that. Order, eh? So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to the meeting Phoenix Live. I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Guacamole is yummy. It is. So, funny thing, I ate so much food last night. I have not had breakfast or lunch, and I'm still totally fine. I ate way too much food.
The bridge is burning before your eyes and there's a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident?
Yes, witness, eh? Why didn't you, eh? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn, eh? Kirby, I'm not dead. Okay, sure thing, Groovy.
And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty.
Homemade pizza, was that it? It was homemade pizza, and, it was so good. I ate all but one slice of my pizza, and, like, it's a fucking big pizza. I mean, like, 16 inches or more, and like really thick pizza. And I ate so much of it, and then like I could have finished off the whole pizza, and then I had 2 slices of 24-layer chocolate cake, and it hurt my stomach so badly. That's what it sounds like.
Ah, but this is Larry we were talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid.
It took a fix. You know, Sans... Yes.
Which means that there has to be another reason for his inaction.
Yes, 24-layer chocolate cake. It is so ridiculously good. Edgy. It's about time I got serious with you, dude. I'm in love with you.
Just as I thought, you've been playing with us all this time. It's perjury.
Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all?
Yes.
I may really say it this time. Everything. Then say it. See, Sans understands me. What do you mean Sans understands? Never mind. Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth, eh? Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness, eh? I'm Donut, an artist. What did you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. Shock and awe, what I was feeling transferred all directly onto the page. I mean, Sans is funny, like me. But looks aren't everything. Sorry, I guess so, yes. No, Sans is very funny. Before I realized that the flames had gone out, and then he came running up. I suppose artists can be strange folk, eh? We're on the same wavelength, yes. That's right, I'm willing to sacrifice anything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Including the truth from the sound of it.
Mr. Edgeworthy, has this removed the last of your doubts, eh?
Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains.
And what would that be, eh?
This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him.
You'll regret this, Edgy. I'm doomed.
Hold it!
Tell us, Larry.
My name is Laurice, get it right. Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies like I am. Just who exactly are you, eh? I'm Laurice Donut, apprentice extraordinaire.
That's what he calls himself in any case.
And you are an artist, eh? Of course, I'm an artist, the real thing.
Yet again, that's what he calls himself.
Names mean nothing. There's only one issue that I care to discuss. What were you doing?
That was a very big issue indeed.
Hold it!
Sketching the burning bridge.
The burning bridge and everything that came with it.
What came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is... enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours that I already witnessed. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. It does indeed appear to be the fastest solution, eh? I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworthy.
What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant the sketch is revealed, I'll quick save so that way I don't fuck things up. The entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please.
Well, well. Even I couldn't imagine it'd turn out like this.
Imagine what?
That Maurice Dunham's debut would take place here today like this. Oh! Show it, now! Okay, but steel yourselves. This is... the world of Maurice Dunham. Well, so this is all Dusky Bridge, correct, eh? Quite a large bridge, isn't it, eh? Your response, Ms. Von Carme? Yes, well, he spat out drawings than I expected. Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did. Yes, I'm quite sure you did, eh?
This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. It's a saucer. Larry.
What?
The burning bridge is fine. But what is that unfortunate looking figure?
Ah, he spotted that? I thought he might.
However much I might not want to ignore it, I can't.
Okay, this part is clever. Okay. It's... Iris? It's Iris, of course. Iris! I wish she'd take better care of herself. Plan for her future, you know? What happened if she had injured herself flying like that? What?
Larry, please answer the next question honestly.
Okay.
Are you really claiming to have seen the... Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flame?
Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist. A real artist.
Art.
You. Hi, eh? The girl. She's really high up in this picture, eh? What was that for, eh? This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you once on the cheek to test that theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories, eh? Anyway, eh? No court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly, eh? Actually, there was some precedent for this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. This becomes some kind of mistake, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth, eh?
What? Me?
This witness is your friend, is he not, eh? Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth. Let's get back to the cross-examination, eh? By force if necessary, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here, eh?
Yes, Your Honor. I've got another reason to remember this moron.
Well, what do you think about my debut piece? Get that thing away from me, eh? Harrison the Snowmobile? Maybe. Now, hurry up and cross-examine him, eh? Well, okay. I'm saving, but she gave the hood away. So, that's not possible.
Objection!
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 that it's the truth.
If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain. I'm going to be $1 richer.
What might that be, eh?
That person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris.
What? What do you mean? I don't understand. It was probably the sister on the snowmobile. A foolhardily foolish... a foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw wearing a hood, correct?
Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. Hood is what told me this floating angel was my Iris. Hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling Hood. It seems there are bigger fools in this world than one at the defense's bench.
Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now, perhaps to suggest it was Wright who took flight? I'm a poet and I didn't even know.
What are you talking about? She burned Edgeworth so good, yeah.
I think you understand what I mean just fine.
Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood?
What?
Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why, you Nick, you dog! I'll kill you! I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded, eh? Straight into the garbage, eh? Ha. Ah. What is it now, witness? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you.
What?
What is the meaning of your outburst, witness, eh? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
Definitive?
Evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge. And I, Maurice Dunn, shall prove it. I didn't expect to ask this again, eh? But we shall be needing your testimony once again, eh? Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in the sketch, eh? And show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality, eh? Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy. 'Cause I'm gonna feed you a whopping serving of pain.
You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time, trust me.
When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. Interesting. I'm Edgeworth and a power bottom. Yeah.
I'm Edgeworth and a power bottom.
A crystal sphere, eh? This one. Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. That sphere. Where did you find it? Let me see. Around here somewhere. Looks about right.
And it was half buried in the snow.
Yeah, it pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. The court accepts this crystal sphere, eh? That's mine, okay? I want it back afterwards. Hey, yeah, there are blood flecks on it. So they're thinking there's no level alcohol that can do... Yeah, really. There's something written on it, eh? Oh my, it's blood, eh?
What? Blood?
You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore.
Didn't you want to be called Laurie Stoneham only a few minutes ago?
Hold it!
So you went to the burning bridge?
That's right, to meet Iris. She actually flew to get to me. The least I could do was meet her halfway. But the defendant was not at the bridge when you got there, you say, hey? I guess she went back to Hazakura Temple. She's a girl after all. She must have wanted to look her best.
That's really sexist, Larry. It must be lovely to live in the fantasy land of Larry's mind. Actually, it's so depressing that I can't even work up the energy to point.
Can do it, thank you. So what'd you do next, eh?
Hold it!
So you searched all over for her?
She was flying pretty high, you know. So I thought maybe she slipped on her landing and got hurt. Hey, it was more than possible. Also, when I headed out to the shack for the first time, I was snacking on a banana. I felt pretty sure I threw the banana peel away somewhere, or somewhere around there, so, you know.
Can one guy really be that stupid? Or do you find any signs of her so-called landing?
I don't really remember. I kept on falling all over myself. I kinda lost it for a while there. You fell over yourself, eh? Yeah, the snow was pretty deep, and there was even a banana peel out there.
Yep, there's stupid, and then there's Larry Box.
Short of it is that you didn't find any signs of her landing, correct, eh? And what happened next, eh?
Hold it!
Half buried.
It was sitting in the snow with a little gathered on top of it. It was very hard to spot, actually. I mean, it was dark out. It was dark out too. I'm impressed, eh? You did well to find it, eh? No matter what you may think it, when you look at me, I'm a pro, a genius security. I used a pen light I borrowed from my company to help in my search. Or I used a pen light, and it sparkled really brightly, as if it was saying, "Here I am" to me.
It does indeed look very much like the crystal sphere on Iris's hood. But need I remind you that she was not wearing her hood that night?
Hold it!
Each nun is assigned their own hood, and there are assigned only one.
I don't know anything about that, okay? Iris is special and alright, dude. And Iris is special, alright, dude? If she did steal a spare hood, I'll forgive her.
This is getting us nowhere. Destination for the day, it seems.
However, eh? This crystal sphere was found near the bridge, eh? That's a fact, eh? If it didn't come from a hood, where could it have come from, eh?
That is a question I aim to answer.
Hold it!
Let me confirm one last time, Larry. Reasons you thought this was Iris are the hood and this crystal sphere, correct?
That's right, my gut is never wrong. I met that old bikini next morning, and her crystal sphere was still there, safe and sound. Indeed, eh? She was wearing it in this very room earlier today, eh?
This case isn't going to end without a fight. Exposing the obvious contradictions in it will be easy. I fear that all that awaits us are further mysteries.
Okay, so... I feel like this is the wrong thing, but I don't know how I would prove that. Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out. Now, I don't know whether they want me to present her or her staff.
Objection!
Okay.
Larry, that night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere.
There was? Who? Who is this stupid idiot?
Miseries don't lamenter to a stupid idiot.
The victim. Oh, yeah, sure.
I have a photo of her right here. Dying.
I'm fine. Don't mind me.
And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere.
Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back. Ouch. A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my boot. No, you really don't.
They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime.
Aye. The crystal sphere, it's gone, eh? Whoa. What? Just what does this mean, eh?
If anyone jumped or flew across that bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris after all. She was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either.
That means the one who flew, eh? And dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Donham, eh? A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. You can't do that. I saw it with my own two eyes. This crystal sphere. This is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Elise Dunham was in her room the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case, is that at all?
Ms. Francisca von Karma. The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
Why are you pointing at me?
You're not just the clown, you're the entire circus. The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe that has nothing to do with this case?
That crystal sphere. It was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder, eh? There's blood on the sphere as well, isn't there? This naturally suggests it was thrown away by after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation offset. Which is exactly the same reason that you drew that ridiculous sketch. What? You mean I'm the killer? No, all joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless it can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to this case.
She makes a valid point. There's no evidence that Elise Donham left Hazakura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely. A Megazord.
Your response, Mr. Edgeworthy? I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere, eh? If this is not related to this case, then the witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time, eh? Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? I'm going to quick save again, and you can't stop me. Yes, I can. Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. My lover. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I'll prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case.
You'll do what, eh? That look in your eyes. You'll remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is here, when he is cornered.
That should come as no surprise. Because as of right now, I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered.
I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edworthy. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. Okay, this is where I'm more than a little... What proof? Well, I mean, like, what proof could there be? Surrounding area, that's where the sphere was found. Has her fingerprints on it, but that doesn't particularly matter. I'm tempted to say... I'm tempted to say, we'll be right back with these commercial... No, I was just informed that it is time for me to eat some delicious fresh bread, so that's what I'm going to do. I will be right back. I'm back. I am indeed back. Welcome back, Groovy. The bread is heavenly. I am so happy. But anyway. Now I need to prove that it was dropped before the murder. My intuition says that it's because there was snow on it, right? So I'm tempted to say the weather.
Take that!
Your response, Miss Von Carmody. Birds of a feather flock together. Why are you familiar with? Okay. Okay, okay, this wasn't what I thought.
Take that!
Okay. Ravens, he says? Ah, yes. I have a brookie? That sounds delicious.
Take that!
The photo we're looking at? Okay, well... A brookie is a brownie and a cookie.
This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct?
That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it.
That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear.
What? What, eh?
Then, when the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever slightly so.
The Brooklyn cookie. Working together to be oh so delicious. Snowing?
On the other hand, let's look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body.
Ah.
Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder.
What? Order, eh?
On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge, and there something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose.
What could have it been? What could that have been, eh?
Our sphere, there is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
The murder didn't take place in Hazakura Temple Courtyard. Only a fool would see such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness. I used my break to clean up after Valapucha. Oh, I'm so sorry, son. It sounds miserable.
And just who is the fool? Which part is so foolish, Ms. Von Karma?
If you've been paying any attention this whole time, Zedfeld, the sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
Objection!
It's a good thing she's cute. It's very true.
That's not exactly true, now is it? put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing.
No, it isn't. You said it yourself.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. Want to talk about when most blood would be lost from the body? That would be when the blade is removed. I'm back from getting snacks. You missed a bread break because I got fresh bread.
Then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding.
You're forgetting one vital thing, Miles at first. Elise Dunham's body was found in Hazakor Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Village to Hazakor Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried that body all that way?
Yes.
Oh no, I would have been so mad.
I just need to prove that my version of events is also perfectly plausible.
And yeah, what snacks did you get, 1-3? Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Would like to have an explanation, eh? Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple, eh? Take that! Snowmobile again. Summer sausage and cheese. Interesting.
On that snowy night, there's one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile.
Ah!
As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could also have been used to carry a body.
Order, eh? Yeah. This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the only one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? Swilled with a beer. Nice.
You're too late, Francisca von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. You've shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim, Elise Donham, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean?
Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. That made me think of Snorlax. Yeah, that makes sense.
A witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl whom he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. Defense stands firm on this point.
Thank you. That settles it then, eh? You cannot give verdict under these circumstances, eh?
Grr.
Right. I seem to have fulfilled
my part in this. It is just as I thought. Francisca von Karma, you made a wonderful partner. Or you make a wonderful partner.
Excuse me?
There was one reason, and one reason alone, for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Wright.
Really? That's what this is all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I wouldn't have had Francie whipping me all. Ah! I don't care about what we are here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
Shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by.
What a shame, Francie! This is all your fault. Such a terrible weakness. Oh, I didn't get to read. Ow, I demand satisfaction. I cannot believe the witness's testimony relates to an actual event, eh? Also, I'm gonna have to, arrest you for assaulting a witness, eh? However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises, eh? Has his words here today been truth or lies? Lies, eh? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed, eh? I'm counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution, eh?
And with this, the rest is up to you, Wright.
Court is now adjourned, eh? To be continued in both the game and the stream, because I'm going to call it here since it is Father's Day, and I'm going to go down and spend some time with my father. Thank you all so much for stopping by, saying hi, chatting, subbing, all that. I really appreciate it. I try and stream every other day, so Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific. Thank you for coming by, Pixel. You are very, very precious, and I really appreciate you. We are going to go raid someone, so if you have any suggestions, do let me know. Oh, spend time with my father. I'm sorry. What? Yeah, I'm sorry, Groovy. I know, I have to spend time with my father, but... yeah, I mean, it's not that short a strem. I've had shorter strems. And you know what? We'll finish it next week. Screm. Let's see. We can raid packs. Oh, Emerald. Yes, I am so sorry. You just reached the end of this current stream, but we haven't finished the game. I should have future plans. I want to. I have been. But yes, we're gonna raid packs. I'm sorry you had to miss it, Emerald. I have a Discord if anyone is interested, !Discord, or there's a link in my About section. It's the best place to keep up with my streams and chat with me and other cool people. How far did you get? We just adjourned for another day of investigation. So day 1 is done. But yes, and we are gonna raid packs, so... in chat, I have a message that you can copy and paste, and I want you to spam it when we get into Pax's stream. So, yes. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. And let's go raid... yeah, day 1 of the trial. But yes, let's go raid Pax. Bye!